NXT Spring Breakin 2024 is officially in the history books, and I've got to say, what a damn good show. What a good show. We saw so many things, such as Trick Williams being crowned the new NXT champion, Roxanne Perez retaining her NXT Women's Championship, and Shayna Baszler even making a return to NXT. Now, let's talk about NXT Spring Breakin. The name is Unfiltered MPKH. This is the NXT Spring Breakin review. So, without any further ado, let's talk about it. So the show opens up with Adam Pearce and Ava Raine in the office. Then enters the SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis. Now Ava Raine is now talking about this being the lost NXT before the official draft, and they're talking about all the talent that they are scouting. So who knows? We might see some main roster talent being drafted at NXT. We might see some NXT call-ups, i.e. Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, Ilja Dragunov, who I will get to in a second, or maybe even Roxanne Perez. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen within the draft? So now it is official. NXT is a part of the draft. So now that begs the question, who is leaving NXT? Who is going to come to NXT? Who's getting called up? Who's getting, well, I would not want to say called down, but who's going to NXT to help out and rebuild themselves? Let's say that. So we're going to stay in tune for that next week. So now, let's talk about the matches. We had a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship between Lyra, Valkyria, the former champ, Roxanne Perez, the current champ, and the new challenger, Tatum Paxley. So now, you could say that this was a grudge match because Lyra Valkyria lost the NXT Women's Championship to Roxanne Perez at Stand and Deliver, all thanks to Tatum Paxley. And then Tatum Paxley, the week after Stand and Deliver, even turned heel on Lyra Valkyria, signaling that she now wants to be the champ and she wants to be considered the cool girl, sitting at the cool girl's table, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that sort of shit. So now we see back and forth action. We see power bombs. We see drop kicks. We see a whole lot of kickouts. We see everything. But in the end, there had to be one winner, and that was Roxanne Perez. Tatum Paxley had hit a pump handle California roll, and then off the top rope, she hit a 450 splash, only for Roxanne Perez to slip in and bridge pin her to retain the NXT Women's Championship. Yes, I said bridge pin. I know that wasn't proper English, but you guys get the point. Roxanne Perez is still your NXT Women's Champion. Now, a whole lot of stuff was happening on the show. We even saw main roster stars and fans weighing in on their opinions on who was going to win the NXT Championship. We see an appearance from the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. We see Johnny Gargano in the building. Hell, we even see fucking Damian Priest in the building. This sort of makes it a big fight feel, and I'm going to get to this at the end of the video. Our second match consists of a 6-man tag team match. That's right, the D'Angelo family versus No Quarter Catch Crew. I'm not going to get into everybody's names because I don't have time to do that, and plus I'm going to stutter on them. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. Chaos starts before the match even begins. That's right. The D'Angelo family makes an attack on No Quarter Catch Crew to sit before the match even begins. So the whole thesis of this 6-man tag team match was to make Tony D'Angelo a new and worthy challenger for Charlie Dempsey's NXT Heritage Cup title that he won the other time against one of the Metaphor members. I forgot his name. Jesus, I cannot remember names, y'all. Ew. Anyways, to the 6-man tag team match. There's not really much to say. There was a lot of action. I mean, there was a shatter machine on Crusifino. Tony D'Angelo breaks a full Nelson thrust spine buster, gets the 1-2-3 by pinning Charlie Dempsey, signaling that he is now going to challenge for the NXT Heritage Cup real soon. And that is a feud that I'm really going to see. Now let me know who you think will win that feud. Will Tony D'Angelo bring the NXT Heritage Cup to the family, or will Charlie Dempsey have a successful first reign? I know who my money's on. Charlie Dempsey. Yes. Next match of the night, it is Fallon Henley versus Miss Jada Parker. Now this whole match started because there was Thea Hale in the back giving giving a talk to Fallon Henley and Kalani Jordan, basically thanking them for having her back at Stand and Deliver in that 6-woman tag team match that she was a part of between JC Jane and Kiana James and whoever that other hun is. I forgot her name. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. So now enter Jada Parker, and then she's saying, yo, what the fuck is going on? Stop worrying about everybody else's opinion and worry about yours, yada, yada, yada. So now Fallon Henley decides to stand up for Thea Hale, and then there's a shoving match in the process in the back before everybody, when the whole locker room has to hold each other apart, has to hold them apart. Yo, my fucking English bundles, Jesus Christ. So yeah, Jada Parker rolls up, pulls up on them saying that Thea Hale mustn't worry about other people's opinions and just woman up, something like that, you know. And then Fallon Henley decides to stand up for her, and then a brawl breaks out between the two, and then the locker room has to hold them apart, and that's how the match was made. We see a shoulder block, a back inside, leg scissors press, a tribute to Rob Van Dam. Even Parker whipped Fallon Henley across with a trip and a heel kick, whip reverse, and Fallon Henley falls to the ropes. A decent match per se, and Miss Parker got the dub. Thank you very much. Now I would love to see more of Jada Parker because I feel like she needs to really showcase her talents, and I really want to see more of her. For the wrestling, of course. There's a potential feud for Fallon Henley, or is Jada Parker going to rack up more wins? Up next, we have a grudge match between Blair Davenport and Sol Ruca in a beach brawl match. Now, yes, we saw surfboards, we saw beach balls, we saw volleyballs, we saw all sorts of things you would find at a beach. It's called a beach brawl for a reason. So if you were expecting this to be some sort of hardcore match, please just listen to the name of the match. Beach Brawl. It's in the name, y'all. So yeah, the match starts off with Davenport gaining early control, even brawling on the floor, but then Sol Ruca managed to turn it around and slams her into a ball pit and smacks her with a surfboard before mock surfing on her and delivering a stomp to send the crowd to the break. Now this is a rivalry that dates back to fucking 2023 because Blair Davenport is the reason that Sol Ruca is wearing a knee brace right now in storyline. And yes, she did have a real injury. But in storyline wise, Blair Davenport was the reason that Sol Ruca missed out on a year's worth of her career. And now she's trying to get back into it. And many people, like myself, love Sol Ruca's athleticism, and I cannot wait to see more of that being displayed. And we even saw some of her athleticism being displayed, and she even managed to use it to her advantage with a soul snatcher onto the surfboard to get the 1, 2, 3, signaling that Blair Davenport is done. Like, Sol Ruca is now moving on to better things. And let's see what she can do, y'all. Hopefully that knee brace comes off real soon. I would say Sol Ruca is possibly the most athletic women's wrestler on that NXT roster, and damn well, let's just see what else she can do, because that soul snatcher is a thing of perfection, y'all. That finisher is just so yeah, Sol Ruca wins the beach brawl. Now let's get on to the next part. Next up, we got Baron Corbin versus Lexis King. And if you guys know me, I am not the biggest Lexis King nor Baron Corbin fan in the world, but this match was a bit solid. I wouldn't say it's the best match ever. It was just a solid match, but too bad I don't like any of the wrestlers. But Baron Corbin is slowly starting to grow on me for some odd reason. I think it was because he was with Braun Breaker, and then I just found out he's not really that bad. Now, Lexis King, on the other hand, still don't get it. So, yeah. Lexis King was trying to use some heel tactics by putting his feet on the ropes to get the victory, but nope, the referee caught him. Baron Corbin took advantage. However, he was unsuccessful. And then Lexis King won the match with the coronation via pinfall. So yeah, let's move on. Thank God, the most difficult part of my time is over. Having to review a fucking Lexis King match. Good God, what have I come to? And now, the reason why you guys tuned into this video. You guys want me to talk about my boy Trick Willie versus Ilja Dragunov in a career versus title match. So yes, the match was, if Trick Williams loses, he leaves NXT. Like, he is done. No second chances, no nothing. You are done, my boy. No more having to hear, whoop that trick, whoop that trick. And I know damn well, if it's a career versus title match, we all know the person whose career is on the line is definitely going to win. So let's go over the action, shall we? We saw chops, we saw DDTs, we saw cornstain specials. We saw a lot of things in this match. Even Trick Williams was fighting for his life, where he even used an H-bomb of his own onto the NXT champ. But it didn't work out in the end, as Ilja kicked out at 2. Trick Williams even decided to pay tribute to the man himself, Booker T, by doing a bookend on the announce table. And having said that, he thought it was going to be over, but nope. Ilja had to get back up, blast him with the knee, hit him with an H-bomb, and then another H-bomb from the top rope, but Trick Williams did not say die. And now we got a nice callback spot to Trick and Ilja's NXT Vengeance Day match, where this time Trick Williams hits him with the trick shot to become your new NXT champion. Not only did he save his career, not only did he win for Mama Williams. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, Mama Williams, if you're watching this. Now, and he is now NXT champion, and this is such a nice feeling for Trick Williams, really. Like I saw him be Carmelo Hayes' sidekick, and then get some momentum of his own, and now become a fan favorite and to NXT champion. Like, literally, this is a new era. And Trick Williams is in the front line as NXT champion. And he's going to do some great things. I guarantee it. And with this, did you know that Trick Williams is now the fourth black NXT champion? Just an interesting stat for you. We've had Biggie. We've had Mello. We had Keith Lee. And now we got Trick Williams. So all I got to say is I cannot wait for Trick Williams to do so many great things with that NXT championship. It is going to be spectacular. Anyways, guys, thank you once again for watching another Stomp Wrestling video. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to be notified when your favorite unfiltered Stomp boy appears next on your screen. And as I say, take care, peace, and stay sweet. Bye.